Hello everyone, Brendan here from Masa. I'm going to walk you through how to configure your Masa node to participate in the Twitter testnet. So first thing you're going to do is head to the developer documentation. This has you going straight to the testnet setup. Prerequisites, you must either run a binary or a Docker, or you could even run a DigitalOcean hosted node. You need to configure your Twitter scraper. So we're going to go through, we're going to set up the binary. We're going to configure the Twitter scraper and make sure you're connected to the testnet. First thing you're going to want to do is go to GitHub and clone the repository. Now, that is all outlined in this binary installation. You're going to clone the repo, go into your repo directory, install the contracts, and set up the default environment configuration. Make build, make run. And then you're also going to want to configure your node. You have to both configure it as Twitter, and you also have to stake your node. So node staking is what we're going to go on to now. We've actually built our binary. Just going to move this over here. So I'm going to make clean, make run, and this will run the node. Okay, cool. So you can see here that we have is staked false. That means we have to use our public key. This is our Ethereum public key. We have to send Sepolia ETH to it. Go and get some Sepolia ETH from a faucet. You may find that gas fees are high at the moment. You might even have to buy Sepolia from a swap. There are dexes out there that allow you to swap ETH for Sepolia, or you can come to our Discord channel and one of our community mods will share some Sepolia ETH with you. So we're going to go get some ETH and we'll be right back. Okay, so we have now got ourselves some Sepolia ETH. So we are going to make faucet. I'll be back once this has run the faucet. Okay, great. So you can see that we've got Masa tokens from the faucet. Now we are going to make stake, and we'll be right back once this is staked. So as you can see here, Sepolia today has got a lot of activity on it, and with 0.1 Sepolia ETH, I didn't quite have enough. So I'm going to send some more Sepolia to my wallet and restake this. Okay, awesome. So you can see that this has now approved the transaction and staked. So this node will now, when I make run, start in staked mode. Be patient. It took a while. Might have taken like 3 or 4 minutes for those transactions to confirm. So it does sometimes take a while on Sepolia because the network is slow. Next up, we are going to configure our Twitter scraper here. And we're going to be using our username and password. We're actually using a list of usernames and passwords plus custom user agents. Now, it's really important. You need to have a paid Twitter Pro account. You need to also have a custom user agent. I've got 2 examples here. You can go to whatismybrowser.com and you can pick any of the latest user agents from this list to use. If you get a denied login, try another user agent. So I suggest using as many as you possibly can. In this example, we're using 3. We're also going to be using 2 Twitter accounts, and the node will cycle between those. And if one gets banned, it will go to the next one. So you can actually configure 2, 3, 10 accounts on a single node now. I wouldn't bother using 2FA. It's a bit of a pain in the butt when you come to configuring. So just disable it on the accounts while you are setting up your first login. After the first login, the node saves individual cookies to your home directory that you've defined in your config, and it will use those cookies for subsequent logins, and we'll show you where they get saved in just a moment. We'll be right back. So this is my env config file. This is the default configuration for when you set up your node. We're going to set Twitter scraper to true. Then here's a list of accounts. I've obviously deleted my passwords here, but make sure you leave your password in. You could have 1, 2, 10, 30, as many as you want. Also configure web scraper to true. You don't need to have any other configurations down here. This is your configuration that is required for the testnet. Awesome. We'll be right back. Okay, so once you've saved your env, you can make run. And you can see here that is the Twitter scraper true? Now I'm going to use Postman to test to make sure my node is working. The first time you make a query to Twitter, it will log in to the first account. The second time you log in, it will log into your second account. The third, your third account, until all accounts are logged in. There is a chance during the login process that it could take some time and the request could time out. That's totally normal. So right now we're going to request the latest 25 tweets from Elon Musk. We're actually going to do the latest 2 tweets, and I'm going to send this request. And what you're going to see, that we're using a random user agent from our list down here. We've logged in. I've actually got logging set to log level debug here, so I can see what's going on. So in my env, you can see I've got log level set to debug. This helps me understand what's happening through the login flow. If you don't want such verbose logs, make sure you comment this out. Cool. So we can see that we've had like a successful login and we returned a tweet object here. So let's log in our second account. And you can see this is now attempting to log in. It's using the other user agent, so it's rotating between user agents. And once we're logged in again, it will fetch this data again. And as part of the login, it is saving our cookies to our Masa home directory. So once this query finishes, we'll show you where the cookies get saved and reused. Occasionally your cookies may get suspended, in which case you have to delete them and then re-log in and regenerate them. Fantastic. Request worked. Now when I send requests, it is going to load the cookies. So you can see here that it loaded the cookies from the local folder, and then it was able to, you can see here, cookies were loaded, and likewise it will now rotate to the other account, and so on and so forth. I can do from God, and we're going to get 25 of the tweets. And here we go. There were no tweets from God in this period. Interesting. Maybe we could do get Masa Phi. There we go. It's retrieved all of the tweets from get Masa Phi. One of the important things you need to do to be eligible for the testnet is you need to make sure that you are connecting to testnet boot nodes. They are here. We'll gradually make more available over time, but here are the first 2. And once again, you need to make sure that you add boot nodes to your environment file, and you can have them as a comma separated string. So please add those. You'll get added to the network, and that'll make sure that you can receive requests from validators for the data that you're connecting. Once you've done this, that is it. We will publish metrics to a Dune dashboard. All of your activity is tracked as part of the protocol. And any questions, join our Discord. And thank you so much for joining the testnet.